Actually, I'm interested about culture or education based. You can discuss.
Okay, education related to education. So we can say quite good because if I talk about in here, government sector also available, private sector also available. So always people prefer to like government sector, government school and colleges because they can give a good facility and we can easily get a proper education. Like suppose if I want to become a like a doctor and engineer and whatever, then we can easily access, we can take a easily admission in here.
Uh, how many parts in your education system? How many parts?
So in here, so like if I talk about our education system, so three category. Like first one science, commerce, art. After 10th grade we have to choose this three stream. Okay, and here is like a primary and secondary and third session. Primary we can call to like 11 and 12, and secondary we can call to like upper than college, we can say like 13, 14, 15, like that. So after 10th we have to decide which way we want to go, like science stream, commerce stream, and art stream. If I clarify about science, means what over there we can go as a doctor, as an engineer, as an architecture, like related to engineer and doctor and medical science, like that, medical department. And same thing if I talk about commerce side. So commerce sides means what, we can go like become a CA, businessman person. And second thing like banking sector, back office, calling procedure. And if I talk about third session means like art session, you can go like a architecture and painter, like. And if I talk about government sector, in here people are depend on your mood which way we want to go.
Just interrupt. I'd like to ask another question. Actually, who are studying in science group, have the opportunity to go any I mean service sector. They can get in another way to go.
Yes, yeah,
Suppose
you can go,
they
you
would not
can
like
go.
they are not interested to go there. I mean, oh, I'd like a doctor. No. So, is it possible to change the, I mean, section, I mean, science group to another group?
It's possible, sir. See, if you take a science, so you can go any sector. You can go any sector about banking, about business side, about calling procedure, about anything. But in here, if I talk about other section like commerce and arts, so you could not go, like about doctor department, about medical department, science stream. You can go anywhere. Everywhere is like a welcome. But if you take a like commerce and arts, so you will never go, like it's not option over there to take a doctor field and medical field, like that.
Yes, I would like to know another question, and that is actually, I'm really interested to know about your IT education. Actually, as far as possible, I know if I don't mistake. So here's IT education, and you are going fast, maybe in India, in the world. They are going fast this side, and really, um, but I don't know. And there are huge people in India who are actually dwells in abroad, and they are working there in IT sector. But in your country, intrinsically, what are they doing?
Okay, so sir, if I talk about IT department, so in here seriously IT sector is like booming industry. And over there lots of category. If I talk about engineer, like network engineer, software computer master, and BSc, it's many sector available. And in these days, suppose if you want to make a IT sector, if you want to make a career in IT department, okay, and if you get a job like any MNC company, if I talk about Microsoft, Google, and like Cisco, those company are MNC company. And if you get, definitely your life will change in IT department, because every day they are getting a new information, new device, new technique, you know, new digital marketing life. So all category we can call to IT sector. And in India especially, we have a lots of engineer IT sector. And really IT sector means like day by day is booming this industry. Position, you are from Bangladesh, I'm from India. So only for connection, like only for software, this is one kind of software we are having a position. So we can call to this is a IT development. So in here, lots of engineer available, and IT industry is like a fabulous industry. Depend on your passion. Before I told you, if you have an interest about to making a career in IT department, definitely your life will change. Definitely.
Also, yeah, India is a huge country, uh, there's so there there is there are diverse culture in your country,
Yeah.
uh, and I cannot imagine try local culture and obviously state culture. So there are so many cultural or tradition.
Absolutely. In in here, sir, in here, like many culture is going on. Western culture, Indian culture, and like own culture we can say. If I talk about language, in here, like maybe 30 plus language is going on. 30 plus to 50 plus language is going on in here in India.
I cannot. I never ever
Yeah.
thought.
Many types of people are staying together. We are just we are good friend, we can call to. If I talk about like Indian people, so you
Yeah.
can find like Catholic, Muslim, Hindu, and this is three category in here. But in that category also divided many part about Tamil, about Chennai, about Kerala side. This is different people are staying. So we can call to, in here, lots of culture available, we can accept, but depend on your culture, like what's your opinion, how do you survive with your neighbor, good or bad. We are staying together, we are feeling happy, because we are we are equal in, we can say we are equal in here. Yeah.
Yes, the inhabitant of South Asian country.
Yeah.
So our culture and our tradition,
Mhm.
also our education system, like the same.
Yeah.
So there is no huge difference between Indian culture and Bangladeshi culture. Like we have a tribal people and they have their own culture and they deserve. Okay, yeah, in our country, folk song, folk culture, dancing area who are working here. Okay, and obviously Muslim culture have some tradition here, and in our country, especially Hindus culture and Buddhism culture, also with Muslim culture, they dominate in our country. I'm curious about your language, own local language. Actually, what's your local language in
If I
Maharashtra?
talk, local language is Hindi, but I can speak a Marathi also, I can speak a Hindi also, because Hindi, this is my mother tongue language, and little bit English also, so I can speak a three language.
Oh, that's great. That's great. uh, yes, we're also having it, country maybe. Um, and what I've seen in our country, who are basically child, children, they can speak in Hindi. So this is, uh, still, I'm not having said this, but I can understand a little bit. I can understand a little bit. Um, I have visited to learning language, especially. But in our country, already have created some platform. They are working in this area, and day by day they are doing well and going fast. So I believe, I strongly believe, uh, one day, I mean, part will come, inshallah, will overcome the situation. And brother, there's no alternate way in front of us. Because English is a dominating language. Okay, uh, from varied corner in the world, everybody they're communicating in English. So I don't know near future what will happen. Actually, who are economically dominate in the world, they provide their language also. So this is the big factor. I don't know in near future who will dominate economically in the world. We don't know. Uh, your country is yours, and also China, our neighbors country. So they are economically growing fast. Both countries are growing fast. So nowadays we are closely looking these, seeing these. Actually, near 10 to 15 or 20 years, maybe English will be a superpower. Actually, because uh, actually when I enter into this world, meanwhile I have understood this huge actually sector. I mean, for enhancing English, they're working much more, and so many platform in a body they're working well. So I think English will be the first choice for anyone to communicate with each other. Still, I'm Bengali teacher, but I'm practicing. So in future, for my kids, if I create a amicable environment in English, so I'm thinking that uh, that way that matter. Actually, what will be the sayings? So
Great, sir. You know, like
uh,
you are learning too many things, and you have a great skill, great knowledge about your fluency, about your story part, your pronunciation. It's perfectly because you are teacher, and you know that like how to we understand, how to we grab opportunity, how to we talk, how to we speak, practice everything. You have a knowledge. You know that what is the method of to learning anything.
so I think it will be a very better for content-based discussion. Suppose global warming is a content, so we can discuss about this. Yes, uh, with this content base, if we discuss, so I think automatically our English level will be grown up. Okay, and I think it's my speculation. It's my from my point of view. I'm telling this. I don't know. What do you think about this?
Yeah, even I'm also thinking like that because your thought is amazing. Before I told you, like when you describe like when we connect with any stranger, so we can discuss any topic like about global warming, about anything. Because why we discuss, like when we try to discuss anything, then we will get like points, we will get a knowledge, we will get a like explanation how to elaborate ourselves, how to talk, how to start, how to give a like point, advantage, disadvantage. So always we can say topic is very very important. Tell me.
Yeah, that breaks a leg. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.